Howdy y'all. So I'm heading out to a friend of mine's property, which is out towards the mountains, because there's a truck that I've been kind of chatting with him about, and I'm interested in getting. And this is a truck that's not in my normal bullnose wheelhouse, but it's close. And it's one that I've been kind of interested in because it kind of fills a need that I've been looking for. I've been looking for a truck kind of like this for quite a while, and when you see it, I'll tell you why. Now this one's been off the road for about a decade, but it allegedly has only 40,000 original miles. So in my book, is an extreme low mile truck, especially for kids. So I'm excited to show you guys. It's kind of out of the way. I say it's out here, up here towards the mountain. Say it's been sitting about a decade, so I don't remember the exact condition of it. It's been a while since I glanced at it, because I've been out here before, but not really with the intent to buy this thing or get it. So now that I'm looking at it, I might get it. I'm going to look at it a little closer, maybe see if I can get the thing to turn over. So yeah, stick around. I'll see you in just a few minutes. All right, so I am out here in the middle of nowhere, up towards Mount Hood, and there's a few little gems out here, but really only one that I'm interested in. And I've known these folks for quite a while. They're great people. And the original plan for this truck was it was going to be kind of a work and tool truck. So they got it at an auction. I think it was a orchard vehicle. And so they got it, and plans changed. And over the last 10 years, they've moved on to other things that better suit their needs. And so this truck's just been sitting here. So I took a little interest in it, and I think I will end up getting it, pending a couple different things. One is the rust condition, and the other one is the documentation, which can be a challenge if it hasn't been registered in so long. So let me turn this camera around and show you what I got here. All right, a 1978 F-150 four-wheel drive custom with a service bed on it. Now, as I said, the history on this is it was an orchard truck, and I think he had it set up for spraying or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, this has been sitting right here for about 10 years. It was driven to this spot. Apparently, the brakes didn't work 10 years ago, so I know they don't work now. My friend Brian said that it had a little bit of an oil leak on the side of the motor, which we'll check that out here in a second. But yeah, this is pretty good shape. I don't see right off the bat, like I said, I haven't looked at this thing close in a long time. No rust in the fender, no rust in the cab corner. I don't see any exterior rust on the bed or the inside. Just some surface rust and scratches. Let's check out this cab corner. Well, that one looks pretty good too. No rust in the doors. No, looks pretty good. Couple of dings here and there, but you know, that's what it is. Let's take a look inside. Of course, locked. Let's look around the other side. Oh, here we go. Please no rats, please no rats, please no rats. Bees? All right, let's see here. I do see some rat poop, unfortunately, but just a little bit of a tear in the seat. Looks pretty good. Dash is in really good shape. Look at that. That just fell down. Oh, we got alternators. I wonder if that means alternator problems. We have here documentation. That has nothing to do with the truck. Yes, 4-speed Has the old orchard light here. Ooh, tape deck. Oh, I'm in heaven. 46806. Now the question is whether that's rolled over or not. I have no idea. If most of its life has been just around an orchard, that probably is 46. It takes a long time to rack up miles if it doesn't leave the farm. That looks a little bit shot right there. It might be able to be reattached. I don't know. Door panel's got a crack. That could be fixed. So, now the main way to tell mileage a lot of times is brake pedal and gas pedal. Now this is on upside down, but that would have been the downside, and it's a little worn, but it's mostly the gas pedal if it's got a lot of miles on it, and it looks really, really good. And the clutch pedal actually looks really, really good as well. That looks like brand new. Let's take a look underneath. Bias tires. That's nice. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. 6-cylinder. The absolutely indestructible 300 straight 6. I have only owned one of these in all the vehicles that I've had. And they are pretty indestructible, and kind of excited to maybe have another one. I know the brakes are bad. I know the gas is going to be bad. It's 10 years old. Although they did make gas a little bit better back then, even 10 years ago, than they did now. And if it was getting, some premium in it or something like that, then hey, you may be lucky. I've seen a vehicle run on 10-year-old gas before, but I don't even, let me see. It is a saddle tank. Oh yeah. It might even just be a back tank, actually. Oh God. Let's just give it the smell test. See if it even has any in it. It would be great if it didn't. That smells like gas. It may have premium in it. That would be cool. Original hubcaps. And like I said, original bias tires, I believe. Belted. Truck. Mud and snow. Can't really see any other information. Those are really cool. Don't see those in such good shape very often. And it has the back tube on it. I don't see the front one on this side. Does it have one on this side? Nope. So just the back tube. Okay. The battery's no good. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do today is I try to turn this over, and it's the alternator is not tight enough. I'm gonna do the not good thing, and I'm just gonna put a battery in it and see if it turns over. If it just clicks, clunks, then we'll take all those out and maybe put some lube down there. But for right now, I'm just gonna go with the fresh battery. The key is in it, so I'm gonna see if I can get it to turn over. All right, so I got my truck out here. Took a little bit of finagling to get through all of the equipment, but I got that truck over here, which brings me to the point of why I want this truck, is because I kind of, for instances like this where I'm going to do a revival on an old Ford truck, I want to have an old Ford truck with all the mechanical goodies on it that I need to do so. And I also just want to keep all my mechanics tools on here and keep them separate from my my construction company tools. Even though I don't have a construction company anymore, I still have all the tools and guy stuff. So I got a new battery, or new to it battery. I'm gonna stuff in here and see if I can get something to happen. All right, I've got the 16-year-old battery replaced with a 6-year-old battery. Should be good. I think I bought this new for one of my RVs at one point, and it's still pretty good. I don't know how many cranking amps it has, but all right, she's hooked up. I didn't hear any noises. It's not making any noises. This thing's 47 years old. All right, I don't want to sit on the rat turds. Let's see what happens when I do this. Oh, We got radio, we got lights, we got noises, and not a good enough battery condition. Figures. Let's see if that's... Let's try it. Okay, try again. Let's see. Nope. No. Might be a loose connection somewhere else. Let's see. Keys on, I'll be able to hear the buzzer. No? Ah, that's the one right there. I'll clean that up a little bit. Clean. Maybe even, oh, yeah. Not want to make noise. Or maybe it just timed out. Let's see what happens if I tighten it down. Tighten this one down ever so slightly. Give it the best chance. Yep, she's still juiced up. Look at that. Oh, nice and even as well. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay. Next, fuel. It has remained intact over the last decade, so that's nice. We do have some rat stuff on the... Yeah, that's kind of gross. I'm going to get something other than my Leatherman to clean that off with, and we'll pull this air cleaner off and see if see how the carburetor looks. See if it was protected from the elements for the last decade. All right, gotta get some turds out of the way. Just don't want them running down. Got some mud dauber nests here. There we go. Okay. Breathe out, not in. Okay. All right. She's unhooked. That's unhooked. Oh, it does have... I need to unhook that. Let's see if we can just move it out of the way. Possibly. Ah. She looks pretty good. All right, I gotta take that loose. Right there, we've got a 9/16. Take that loose. Pretty complete, actually. All of these vacuum lines look pretty good. Fuel line right there. It still has the downspout for the heat exchanger, which helps it warm up quicker, which is pretty cool. Has the original intake and everything that is intact. That's the only damage that I see is that splitting right there. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, all intact. I don't know if this is filter or oil bath. Probably filter. I don't think they did much oil bath after the 60s. And this being a 78. Oh, let's confirm that. I actually haven't looked if it's a 78 or a 79 yet. So real quick way to tell is going to be the info sheet right here. Okay, Northwest Trucks, Portland. That's pretty cool. So this, yeah, 9 of 78. Danish manufacturer, 9 of 78. So I'm thinking, since this was manufactured by a truck still in, so this was actually a truck chassis, and it was manufactured from new with this bed on it, which is why it's paint corrected. And also, if you notice, it has the, I don't know how well you can see from right here, but the wheel arch is stylized for the truck. So this is also a 1978 service bed, which is pretty darn cool. So, all right, moving on. Get that air cleaner off. See how that carburetor looks. All right, so I have it just kind of shoved out of the way, and looking in here, I see absolutely zero signs of moisture. All I see is just some carb, you know, normal buildup stuff. Looks like it ran yesterday, which is really an awesome thing to see. So I think I'm gonna check the oil real quick and make sure it's got some oil in it. Pressure? What? I guess I did run it for just a second, so let me see. I can't really tell if it's got... I mean, it smells all right. It smells like it had some antifreeze in it, so that's good. Didn't have just water in it. Let's check the oil, which is way down here. Oh, goodness. Oh yeah, she got plenty of oil in it. And it looks like it's actually up to the mark, so wasn't low on oil. It smells a little like gas. Let's see if I can get this back in there. Okay. All right, got that back in. I'm not going to touch the distributor or anything like that. Since it turned over so well and the carb looks so good, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to throw a little bit of gas down there and see what happens. I'm going to just give her a little bit. That's all. That's all. That's all. Okay. I guess I'll give her a little bit of throttle. See if maybe, I don't know, maybe the choke will work. I don't know. Okay. Oh, yeah. Choke worked. And we'll do the little solenoid jump here. This could be a big moment. What do you think? Only 10 years. Only 10 years and she fires right up. Ford 306. Ladies and gentlemen, let's try it again. All right, that gave her another little dose. And try it again. Good. I don't hear any gasoline from the tank. And the choke's really on now. Yeah. I'd say she has spark. All right, so it's showing that it has a quarter tank of gas, and we did give her a little smell test, and it smells like gas. I mean, so I'm going to see if we can get it to pull some. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's try this again. Let's try dousing her a little bit and see if she pulls something. The problem is, choke is on so much that it's not letting the gas go down the hatch. All right, there's a little more. Let's try that. Yeah, I don't think she's getting any from the tank. I guess we can kind of confirm that by just disconnecting that and see if it pumps. Something might be stuck. It might be the fuel pump that's stuck. I don't know. So I think since this is easier to get to, and that'll probably break if I try to undo it, we'll just take this off. See if we can get that line off of there. Well, let's see. No, we want the other side. We want to test if it's actually pumping anything from here. So, see, there's the fuel filter. That is really stiff right there. I don't know about that. I guess we could just take that off. We can take that loose, crack it, and see if it's going to pump anything. All right, so I've tried to get this off, and I don't have a line wrench, which so this is wanting to strip out. So I'm not wanting to do that, so I am going to try to get one of these ends off of here. I might be able to break it loose, and if nothing else, I could probably scrounge another piece of this line somewhere. So try that first. All right, so I got it apart, and there's absolutely no sign of fuel coming up here. So that's a good thing, actually, in a way, because I'm not sucking old fuel. If that fuel was unburnable or junky, then it's not going to go into the carburetor. So good, we know the carburetor works. I actually, just a second ago, I filled up the bowl and ran it, and the thing runs perfect. No noises, no lope, no nothing. So that's good. So I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to see with this disconnected if I get any fuel coming up here. So I'm going to probably have to refill my little reservoir here. But let's see if I can get the bowl filled again. Mm-hmm. Got some in there. Should work for a minute. Just in case it does. We don't want it to go all over the place. So, let me see here. All right, watching that thing. Let's see if we can get fuel. Trying though. It's trying. So that's good. I think it's probably stuck, because I know, unless the gauge is wrong, it has over a quarter tank in it. 10-year-old gas. This smells good, so doesn't smell like paint varnish or lacquer thinner or anything. So I guess what I can try to do is try to get some fuel fed back down into the fuel pump and see if it shoots it back out. See if I can scrounge up some other line somewhere that I can make myself a little doohickey to get some fuel in that line. So I filled up the bowl again, and I actually got it to start and ran it up a little bit for a good 20 seconds to maybe 1500 RPM, and still absolutely nothing out of there, completely bone dry. So it is not sucking from the tank. Probably that fuel pump that needs to just be possibly unstuck, blown out. I've had to do that before on one that sat for a long time. And surprisingly, it just continued to run after that, after I got it unstuck. And what happens is, yeah, the moving mechanism, little diaphragm, just gets stuck in here, and with older gas. So I don't know, we'll give it a shot here. If nothing else, I can find some line, and it's really easy to just run gravity feed right over there to get it to run for a little bit longer. So we'll see what I can find. All right, so I was able to feed this little baby bird right there, get some fuel down there, and I cranked her over and eventually got some to pump out. So I know the pump's working at this end, but I don't know about that end. So obviously it's still not sucking from the tank, whatever is in there. And maybe it's wrong. Maybe there isn't any gas in here. Maybe something's clogged. I don't know. But it would be cool to get this to run under its own power for long enough to see if it how well it moves. See if anything's locked up, any brakes locked up or anything like that. Shouldn't be, because they didn't work. So I don't know. You never know. So I'm going to try this again. I filled it up again. We're going to I'm going to see if it shoots out again here. Oh yeah, we got a pretty good stream that time. That was better. Let's see. Oh, it's turning color a little bit. It might actually be pulling some. I'm going to give carburetor a little bit more now. I can really make a mess. All right, let's try that. All right, no more pump. Oh, there it goes. Woo-hoo! Jeez, that's gross. All right, there's hope for you yet. I think I'm going to do that a couple more times. I'm going to control it a little bit, maybe put that in front of it. But let's do that again and see if we can get it to change color. All right, I got her pumping some, but here's what we've got. Safe to say we got a little rust in the tank. That is no good. So I don't know. Hopefully that's, I mean, maybe it's just the line. Maybe it's just the bottom of the tank. I don't know. But that's not good. The thing is, it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like your typical bad gas. So I think it is probably a higher quality gas. It's just got a bunch of junk rust in it. So this tank may not be any good. Now this is, luckily, a standard rear tank. And they used this tank from, I believe it was 73 all the way through 80, whatever, 84, 85. Till they went to the end pump tanks. So it's back tank only. There is no midship tank on this or tank behind the seat. Just the one tank back there, and it's really easy to get to. So that's cool. I'll probably try this a couple more times, see if I can get it to clear up. Probably won't. Well, I know she runs good. But yeah, I kept doing that, and the fuel is horribly diluted with rust. And so that tank is probably no good. So I'm gonna walk over here. There's another truck that the motor in it is one that I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna see if it's got some fuel line on it that I could possibly rob to extend it over into my little makeshift fuel cell gas jug. So I'm gonna take a look at what I've got. So this is a 460 that I've been meaning to come and get, that is ultimately going to go in the Bronco, even though I'm putting another motor in it right now. This is the one that's going to go in. It's a 70, I believe it's a 70 block, 73 heads, so they are emission heads on it. It doesn't run very good, but it does need to be tore down, gone through. It might actually be in good shape. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, it does have some fuel line in it, so I'm gonna rob that. I'm gonna cut it back there a little ways, and then probably just cut it right there, and it'll give me plenty for what I need. All right, I've got a couple varieties. I got the small line here that actually adapts to a little bigger line, and then I also have a couple of 5/16ths here with a filter on it, so I can actually have a filter in line other than the one that just screws directly in. So let's give it a shot. All right, I got my accessory fuel tank set up, and I got that plumbed into the fuel pump, and I've got this disconnected still. I am going to crank it over and flush this out a little bit, get some fresh fuel going in through that fuel pump. Then I'll be able to hook it back up to that's probably plugged. We'll see. It actually is an inline. I thought that was a screwed in one, but it is, so I could delete that and put the other one in if I wanted to. So let me get this a try. It might still have enough gas in it. All right, got her cleared out. That's just from rust being in the bottom of that. So, but man, that's a lot. Poor tank. Hook this back up, and she's gonna run perfect. Well, in all of that, I ran the battery down, or I smoked the starter, one of the two, I don't know. So I'm gonna grab this and take it over to the battery charger, which is way over there, and let it cook for just a few minutes, and in the meantime kind of check this thing out a little bit further, see if there's air in the tires. That'd be nice. All right, so I've got the battery on the battery charger. I couldn't find the other one, so it's on the 2002 battery charger. So I'm going to check out some other things here. Now, have confirmed all 4 tires are flat. Yep. And can confirm that there's no brakes. Nope, not even a little bit. Oh, won't even come back. Okay. Clutch is mechanical. It's gonna work, of course, every time. Ooh, yeah, I'm not gonna touch that. Steering feels tight, so that's nice. This has been zip tied together. That's cracked. Wonder how hard it is to find that piece. I don't know. This is cool though. I dig this. I hope it still works. I mean, yeah, that would be cool. Gotta put the battery back in to see if that works. I don't know what that switch is for. These switches usually aren't any good. That one feels good though. It would be amazing if this actually has 46,000 miles on it. Let's go look. Try to get that door unlocked, and let's go see if we got any documentation. Okay, I got this door open. I think there's an alternator problem. I'm just guessing. Okay. So, I don't want to show that. That's my friend's stuff. There's where they lived. Yuck. Ooh. But this is. It's too bad that they chewed it up. It's the original. So, other than this book, basically anything else that would have been in there is now a mouse pad. So, I'm not going to find any information, past history, anything like that. I mean, not a big deal, because really the history is they bought it at an auction over 10 years ago, and it was an orchard truck. It was from, I believe, Hood River. And that's about it. You can tell that this side has hardly been used. It's been dirty armed, but it's not broken. This door panel is actually in really good shape. Oh, except for that. That sucks. And this side of the seat works. Looks really good. It does have that optional can access behind the seat, as we learned in my just 2 years newer custom truck that I have at home. Did not have that option. So the fact that this has the option there. A little body damage up here. Probably could pull that out. Looks like somebody sat on it. And of course, we probably could pull that headliner and get to the bottom side of that, because I believe, yeah, I don't know if this was not double paint like they have in the 80s ones. Well, there you go. She's running on her own. Pulling fuel, I know that because it's leaking. Let's go back here. Let's go back. Oh, we got brake lights that are stuck on. Both of them. Exhaust. Where is that? Where is that even going? Oh, there it is. It's like, missed it. It basically just looks like it ends right there. There she is. Oh, and she's disconnected apparently. Oh yeah, that's why. I don't think that muffler's doing anything anymore. She gone. Interesting. Oh, she's running good. Running good. High idle. Let's see. Idle perfect. Oh, lights on. Turn that off. Cool. Oh, she runs good. So good. Alright, she's idling a little low. Little low for some reason. I'd have a vacuum leak. So I got it fired up, running on that. Changed out my fuel line because the other one was cracked. I shouldn't say old. They're all old. Discovered that there's some broken screws in here, so this isn't seated all the way, but it's good enough. I got that tied back down. It was getting a little warm. It doesn't really have much for coolant in it, so I didn't want to. It did have some, which I felt good about, but yeah, she's low now. But I did get it to move that far. I was able to put it in 4 low. I didn't lock the hubs, but I got it in 4 low, and I got it to move just a little bit under its power. So the clutch works, Look at those mud grabbers. I love those tires. I think I would love to put a set of very similar tires back on this thing, but lift it. I mean, a little bigger tire, but lift it probably, a 4-inch lift would probably be pretty good. And then just maybe a little bit offset wheel, but some grabbers like that, some narrow ones. That would look sick. I shuffled some air around. I've got a little portable tank here because I seem to have forgotten that I took my little portable air compressor out of the truck. So I'm gonna start up here with the flattest one and see what I can do. All right, I got enough air in all 4 tires. Only 3 of them needed any, really. I mean, I'm not putting a whole lot in them, but the one on the other side on the back was good. This one's got enough. I locked the hubs in, got my fuel system situated. So I'm gonna move that truck and I'm gonna see if I can get this thing turned around and drive it over to the shop so I can get a little more air in the tires, see if I can find some antifreeze, and just take a first spin. So that's pretty much it for today. I got this thing moved out of its home for the last 10 years and I got it over here where it's a little easier to work on. But I do have to pull it out of the way and park it for the time being until I can get back to it. But the good news is it does run, got great oil pressure. Radiator doesn't leak, I filled it up. It just needs brakes, tires, and I think just a basic tune-up and a good bath. But that'll be on a later episode. So let me know what you guys think of this truck. I'm always curious. Now I'm going to do what I'm going to do to it, but and I've got my preferences, but I want to know what you would do if you got this truck right here. 78 or 79. I haven't looked at the actual paperwork yet. I think it's a 79. But anyways, let me know what you guys would think or would do if you had this truck. And it could be your runaround, it could be your work truck, whatever. I am gonna probably just make this my mechanic's truck. And but you never know, it might be so nice that I just drive it all the time. It could be my daily for a while. I don't know. We'll see. See you guys later.